All right. Welcome to Industrial+Beers. We are here with Jordan Gioplasty from Disaster Blooms, and we're gonna have a little conversation today. So we're gonna get started here, and yeah, he's drinking beer and I'm drinking flavored water here. I can't drink this. I can't drink that shit right now. I'm on a special diet, so
it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, almost the same thing. Yeah. So I'll start with. So what was your first entry point into industrial music? Like, when did you when did you first start listening to industrial music? If you want, you can mention the first album you got into as well. So.
Well, it was always kind of a sliding scale. Like, I mean, you could say, like, when I was young, I would listen to white noise on the radio.
Oh,
on,
really?
Like, off channels or like slight radio stations that were slightly off on the band, so that everything was distorted. I was always fascinated with that, but in terms of actual industrial release.
Yeah.
And it was in high school. I think the first one was probably Too Dark Park that I got into.
Oh, okay.
My best friend was a big industrial fan.
Yeah.
And he listened to a lot of that stuff, and like not a lot of it tickled my pickle. Like we'd get fucked up and like listen to it. And like Too Dark Park was the first one that I remember being like, hey, this is pretty fucking dope.
Cool.
After that, it's been kind of like...
Hey buddy, there's a dog in here, he wants attention. Show off the dog. Look at this little guy.
A spooky dog.
That's Hank. That's Hank.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi Hank. Anyway.
After that, it's been about an ongoing journey. I think I've never... Since high school, I've never not listened to industrial, but it's always been kind of like an on or off thing, listening to more or less at different times.
Yeah.
I think the biggest period, which is also when Disaster Blooms as a project was started, was in my early 20s. There was a period I was listening to pretty much exclusively like early mid-90s like industrial bands, you know, like old X Marks the Pedwar, shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
That was kind of where everything started.
Cool. Awesome. We'll just move right along here. So, how did Disaster Blooms come about? Take us through the beginnings of Disaster Blooms up until now.
How did it start out? It started out with a sequencer and a dream. Back in the day, the project was originally called Elmer Ghosts.
Oh, okay.
It was like a stupid attempt at like making a persona.
Yeah, okay.
Persona-related music, but I quickly got kind of sick of that, and I wanted to try and do something that was just more seriously musical instead of trying to be some stupid, like, I don't know. But it's been a long time coming. I've always liked synthesizers and sampling.
Yeah.
Probably been making electronic music for about 17 years.
Oh wow, crazy.
And it's always been weird. even back before, like in the earliest days before it was Disaster Blooms, I was making weird music. My friends would say like, oh, like why don't you make music that's more like the stuff you listen to? It's a lot of like avant-garde kind of subversive rock and roll, like a lot of it was like jazz chords played through distortion on a guitar.
Oh, okay.
The punk rock beats kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, like I like just fucking mangling sounds electronically.
Yeah.
It's always been my forte.
Cool. So that brings me to my next question. Online, you classify your music as experimental, avant-garde, gothic, industrial, emo, pop for depressed people. Why do you classify your music as that?
Because, well, I think it's hard to categorize exactly what I do or what I want to do, and I think like labels are limiting too. Like if I thought like what I make is industrial music, but if I thought of myself as strictly an industrial musician, I think it would like hamstring me a bit.
Oh yeah, you
at
feel
least
like you're
in terms of what I want to do. Like what I make is just music. Like I just do whatever the fuck.
You're just trying to find you're not trying to find you're just placing yourself within this broad spectrum of stuff.
Well, it's just me trying to categorize what I do. You know? Like I just do whatever. And trying to explain it to people. And that's what I classify myself as now. Before it was satanic Frank Sinatra.
So that leads me to the next question. I've noticed your songs, at least on your first release, are all between 1 minute and 3 minutes, roughly. They're very short.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I kind of feel like I sit in an avant-garde place. What I make is pretty like avant-garde music, and I feel like especially with the songs that I was doing, like that album, it's about 12 minutes long, and it was about 6 minutes in the, or 6 years in the making. There was about fucking like 50, 60 songs that I'd written for that album that didn't end up making it because I just got sick of them. I didn't want to hear them anymore or something after a certain point. But like I just feel like, especially with that aesthetic, I didn't want to drag it out. Like you could take it, like you spend hours making like a loop with weird noises and then just copy and paste it. And it just didn't seem right. I wanted to approach it from a punk rock aesthetic. The very first song was True Cut. I've never really listened to them.
Okay, well they have songs that are like, 20 to 45 seconds, and there's like fucking 40 songs on an album.
Sweet. I like that.
Although I don't know if you want to have the same content lyrically, but
well, I was influenced early on by like John Zorn's stuff too, like Naked City, like
I'm not familiar with that.
Avant-garde jazz stuff. It was Yamataka Eye from the Boredoms. Do you know the Boredoms?
I don't think so.
They're like an avant-garde Japanese noise band with about 50 million fucking side projects.
Oh, that's cool.
But anyways, like, John Zorn was he's like a jazz professor at the University of San Francisco or something, and he wrote this, like, his project Naked City. He got this Japanese noise guy to come in and do vocals for it. And like all their songs, they're written out, like they're written out on sheet music, but it's like some guy wailing on clarinet. It's the most fucking bizarre thing ever. Interesting. I like that kind of punk rock aesthetic. The very first like quintessential Disaster Bloom song that I wrote, the first one that I would consider a Disaster Bloom song, it's an A part and a B part with like a bridge of a few seconds in the middle of it. And that's it. And like that's all you need. I don't fucking care.
I'm not criticizing you or anything, I'm just curious.
No,
like
I know you're not.
I know you've done remixes. You've remixed the recent remix for Twitch, and it was like short and sweet. I think it was like a minute and something.
I have a hard time dragging stuff out. Most of my songs, I've got some songs that are like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But they're the exception, not the rule. Like, I don't know, I have a hard time dwelling on a certain musical concept. Actually, I have one song that's like 30 minutes long.
Oh, really?
That I did with fucking Paul on Christmas a couple years ago. And it's great.
Oh, really?
But usually I have a hard time dwelling on one fucking idea for a long time, you know? Just move on to the next thing. Life's too short.
Yeah, that's true. So, your last show was pretty funny, the last show with us, Twitch. And the reason why is because at the end of your set, you read pages from a children's storybook or something?
I usually do that.
Oh, really?
Because
the last couple of shows that I've seen you play at, or the shows that you've played with us, you've never done that before. So I thought it was funny, and
it's been a thing like recently with Disaster Bloom shows, bringing in like a narrative element. Like I think the first one we might have did was the Ugly Duckling, and then Old Yeller.
Yeah.
And then the Little Match Girl.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's like more of a interdisciplinary thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Like in my seminal release, or my fucking first album, there's like poem at the end and crap like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of poetry. I was gonna put more poems on that album.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, I don't want it to be like fucking more poetry than songs. But
whatever, man.
it's avant-garde,
Yeah.
avant-garde music.
I
think poetry,
I mean, even if you could get away with doing poetry,
its place.
I mean, if you're calling it avant-garde, I mean, you can totally get away with that.
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
You can take a shit.
Yeah.
People be like, what?
Gigi Allen.
Yeah. You know what? That's my philosophy a lot of the time. Is what would Gigi Allen do? And usually that's not what I do, because that would probably involve like pissing on someone or starting a fist
or throwing
fight.
shit at someone, or puking in a bucket and eating it, or something like that. Some weird fucking
Well,
shit.
I'm not gonna say I have or have not done any of those things.
Yeah. So, well, we can just move along here. What is your lyric content about?
What is it about?
Yeah.
That's a good question. It varies a lot. Mostly, I think the songs are about being miserable, self-loathing, self-deprecation, all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah. Coolio.
Although that's gonna change a lot.
Oh, really?
For the next album, there's still gonna be a lot of that, but the next album is gonna be
A love album?
no, God, no. That's when you know to jump the shark.
Yeah.
That's when
He's sold out!
yeah, no, I don't know. A lot. There's actually one musician who I greatly respect.
Yeah.
I won't say specifically who it is,
Yeah.
but he fell in love. Now all his songs are love songs, and it's not like they've dramatically changed
Oh, really?
in like what he does, but like just something like
Travis?
now there's no angst about it. There's no
Oh,
angst.
interesting.
They just like they went from being great to falling short. So I hope I never write love songs, at least not happy ones.
Yeah. I think I want to write love songs at some point in time.
Really, romantic ballads.
Yeah, I think so.
All in waltz.
If a lady comes around, you know, I'll write a love song. I guess my perspective is a little different because I'm more of a positive. Not saying you're a negative person.
I'm very negative.
My attitude's a positive attitude, and
You should do an Industrial Berry white cover.
Yeah.
I wanna lay down on the ground and make love to your shadow.
I don't know if I'll do that, but I definitely would love. I would love to write a love song, and I kind of have done that with this next release, but it's not about lady. It's about something else.
Getting Skrilla.
Getting Skrilla. No, I don't want to give. I don't want to give too much of it away, but
Cabin
machine
motherfuckers.
hearts and shit. Yeah.
Rap. Something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe not.
Probably.
Yeah, the gay stuff.
I knew it.
I love shooting people.
fucking knew it.
Cap their ass.
That's Shane. You heard it here first.
I'm a gangsta. Bang, bang, gang, gang!
Straight up.
Not really.
He walks down the street and all the motherfuckers know him. They owe him stacks.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
so,
moving along.
yeah, what was your first live setup like? I think I was there for your first show, to be honest, but I'm gonna ask you this because I might be mistaken. So
My first live setup, it was a fucking shit show.
yeah,
It was a horrible. It was a complete disaster. It was a laptop and a USB. It was a USB condenser mic,
yeah.
and it kind of like.
Oh,
And-
I think it was. I don't think it was with us, but I think it was like.
No, I think
A
it
show
was
with
like
Brooke or
Digital
something.
Winter and Pandemic
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And like it was great. It was great because it was a trial by fire.
Yeah.
Because it was a complete fuck up. Like
Yeah.
I remember Brooke, I like was fucking around, and Brooke's like, just go for it, and I'm
Yeah.
like. It was phase cancellation. It was because the guy at the venue
interesting.
didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
So we were getting L&R phase cancellation because all my shit is like mixed mono.
Yeah.
And like he came up to me after the show and he's like, "Oh, I could have just used this other chord instead." And I'm like, "Wow, I'm glad that you figured it out." But so there was no sound coming out because everything was phase cancelled because
Yeah.
most of my shit, even still, I mix it mono. For a fucking variety of reasons,
Yeah.
for the most part. But you just have, like, a fucking, like, a crash come out of left field, like, out of nowhere. And I'm just fucking, like, doing an a cappella version of my set up there. It was terrible, but it was god-awful.
Yeah.
But now it was great because it'll never be more of a catastrophe than that. So I really,
Well, I mean,
I have no fucking...
Disaster Blooms.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it kind of goes with the theme, perhaps.
Everything that I fucking go through ends up being a
Disaster.
disaster. Why should anything else be any different,
Yeah.
including music?
Yeah.
Shit.
So, how has it evolved? Your live
Has it
setup?
evolved?
Yes.
My live setup?
Has it changed any?
Not really.
Yeah.
I got a little. No, I don't know where it is. I don't want to dig it out. I got a little 3-channel mixer that I got, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And actually, with the last show, there was some road bumps. I was actually gonna bust out the clarinet.
Oh,
There's
really?
gonna be more
Oh, that's
things.
right, right.
There's gonna be more shit, but fucking circumstances got in the way.
Yeah.
Like the band fragmented. So now it's just me again.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the future, moving forward, it's probably not gonna evolve that much, but there'll be
Yeah.
1 or 2 more things.
Okay. So, I'm just curious, is Slava a permanent member of Disaster Bloom's live show now, or?
No,
Oh, okay, so
it's just me. I
So
don't
it
think
was
I
just
could.
the last time it was just kind of like an impromptu. Because wasn't he a part of your set for a portion of it?
He did keyboards for the reading part of it.
Oh, okay.
And like that was like mostly just because we were playing together. Like, I don't think he's really interested in doing it. And that's fair.
whatever, man.
It's very much a different like fucking thing than What's Up His Alley.
Yeah, well, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I was like,
moving forward, it's just gonna be me. It's gonna be all me, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad that things didn't work out. But I will say there's nothing wrong with performing solo, right? So.
Yeah. That's true.
So, next question. What is the writing process like? I know you kind of covered a little bit of this, but maybe you can go into detail.
I will say it goes either way. Like, a lot of people will come up with a melody or write lyrics or a beat, and
Yeah.
there's like really no fucking reason or rhyme to how I do it. Like,
Oh,
sometimes I'll come up with lyrics, write a song around that. Sometimes I'll just be dicking around with the synthesizer and come up with a patch that I like.
Yeah.
And start fucking around on the keyboard a little bit and come up with a tasty little melody. And then just have like one little part and build up a whole song around that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just have like a tempo or a beat, a kind of rhythm or meter. that I want to do. There's like, it's really kind of a crapshoot.
Okay.
It's just
whatever works.
Whatever comes
cool.
natural.
Cool.
Sometimes I'll spend hours and hours obsessing over every tiny little detail, and sometimes it'll be like musical diarrhea, like just whatever comes out.
And that's it.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever, man.
Yes.
As long as you get your ideas out right.
Yeah, that's the important part.
So, what pieces of gear are you using in the studio? And are there any pieces that stand out for you?
Well, my studio setup is pretty limited.
Yeah.
I have this, quite frankly, it's more than enough for me.
Yeah.
I have this Roland E30.
Yep.
It's like a fucking pretty nice old MIDI controller. It's built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah.
And I bought it, they were fucking selling them on clearance at my university. I bought it for like
crazy.
fucking $60 or something because they were throwing them all out.
Oh, crazy.
Like fucking like...
Did they, like, it still works?
Oh, it works great.
Oh, wow,
Like,
they're gonna throw it out?
well, they, like, not throw it out, but they were selling them all on clearance. They had them all in the back room in a stack because they got all the new fancy ones.
Oh, I see, okay.
Like, they ended up selling most of them. When I went to get this one, there was 4 left. And,
oh, wow.
like, I think there was like 20 something. But anyways, I'm surprised it's lasted as long as it has. It can take some fucking juice.
The keys feel light, but
They have a nice response.
yeah.
And it's got the one MIDI slider. But the thing is too, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Because you can have it record patterns and output it to different channels.
Oh, okay.
So like you could have it as a single controller. Like you could sequence a song and run it through a DAW.
Yeah.
Just with this.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's kind of not necessary if you have a DAW, but if you have like a couple like synth racks that you could output through different channels.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then there's this little guy. I got this at a fucking pawn shop. It was like marked down clearance.
Can you show it to the camera, please?
It's a fucking chord nano control.
Cool.
It's made for Ableton.
Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't work exactly all it as it should. Like the play and the record.
I was
don't really
considering
work on
getting one of
Fruity
those.
Loops.
I was considering getting one of those, but
It's good. Like I was using. Well, I use FL2. I was using LPD8s for a long time because you can use them as like a percussion controller, right?
Oh,
it's
okay.
the one. It's got like the little fucking pads.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
I
got
think
a
you
couple.
suggested that one to me actually.
They're good. Like you gotta take care of them because they break really easily.
Oh, really? Oh,
like
wow.
the fucking the USB port, like right here.
Yeah.
It came loose on. Like I went through a couple of them in a short amount of time.
Oh,
the
wow,
pads
okay.
had a beautiful sensitivity, especially once you broke them in. Like you could do trills on them really nice.
Yeah.
But this has got everything you need. Like you can set it up. It's got like the on-off channels and like
So
the buttons. Yeah. But I mean you can map them to whatever you want.
Yeah, of
right?
course,
Like you can use these to turn channels on and off.
Yeah.
And
Have you looked at the Akai Fire at all?
no, not really.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Basically, it's a specific unit used for FL Studio. It's a piece of hardware that is specifically made for FL Studio. It's a new piece of hardware that came out in the last year, and it looks like the sequencer.
That when they
Yeah, it looks like the sequencer in FL Studio. I was actually considering maybe getting one because
it would be nice to finally have a piece of gear that's native to FL.
So on that note, I've noticed that you don't have monitors. Why do you not use monitors? And you're using what are those? Are those stereo speakers? Or?
Yeah, stereo. It's a really shitty speaker setup.
Yeah.
It's actually something that my old roommate left at my house.
Oh,
I
really?
just, like, use them.
Oh, okay.
I use the same speakers. Actually, I have a pair of monitor headphones.
Yeah.
I've got like 5 or 6 pairs of shitty speakers around, and like I've got like 3 pairs of decent like mid-range headphones and like a bunch of earbuds.
Yeah.
Usually I will like mix on all these things.
Oh, really?
And if it sounds good on all of them, like I've played in like nice, like I played my songs in nice sound treated rooms on monitors, and like they sound how I'd expect them.
Yeah.
Like I've been mixing on shitty systems on them long enough that it's become like I can do it. Like it probably isn't ideal.
Yeah.
But like it's practical. Like if you don't have the right space, you don't have the money for fucking monitors.
Yeah.
Like, you still can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just need to cross-check it. Like, actually, one of the nicest things for my mixing, like, early on, was, like, there are these shitty speakers that you can get from liquor stores. They'll do them as promotions, and they're, like, the worst speakers imaginable.
Oh, really?
They're, like, little speakers, cardboard things.
Oh,
and they'll
really?
give them to you with, like a coke-y fucking promotion or whatever. Like, they give you a hat or a fucking like beer cozy or whatever.
Yeah.
They sound like fucking shit. They sound like like fucking somebody's playing trumpet through a fucking fat man's butthole. Yeah. But like if you can make it sound good on that, like it's probably gonna sound good on most things.
Yeah.
Usually it's like stuff like the low end that you lose out on, and like in the percussive range, like
I have to be honest. I will say, like your mixes and stuff, like listening to them on a regular speakers and not monitors, it sounds excellent. Like it sounds like you have actually been listening through monitors.
Sweet, thank you.
So I think whatever you're doing is working. So I've actually considered going back to computer stereo speakers because it's more accurate that way. But of course I could always just monitor with my monitors and then after I mix it and master it, you know,
audition it and other things and then go back.
And then do that. I mean, I like my monitors because I like hearing it accurately, but
monitors are really nice. A lot of speakers inherently, like, will, especially shittier ones, will inherently, like, boost certain frequencies, like, mid-lows because they don't have a sub. Like, these ones fucking drive me crazy. Yeah. Because this isn't a sub down here, like, down this fucking thing on the floor that you can't see.
Yeah.
It's not...
No. Doesn't really matter to me, for sure.
But it's not even a sub. It's just a big box that you might think was a sub if you didn't like know any better. But it's actually like an amplifier.
Yeah.
And like so when you turn it up, all it does is it like accentuates the cutoff frequencies near where you'd hope that a sub would play. Like it's really stupid.
Oh, weird. But, okay. That's an interesting system.
What I have to work with.
That's cool. You know. Story from my music past. When I was first starting to do music on computer, I was using Impulse Tracker, which is a DOS-based.
Is that thing Chris uses that goes down?
Yeah, he uses a modern tracker program. Impulse Tracker is same idea, but it's DOS-based. It was DOS-based, so
that's pretty cool.
And when I first started out, I was actually using the internal speaker on the computer.
Oh, cool.
So, you know, eventually I got myself a sound card and plugged in some real speakers and stuff, but it sounded, I could make it sound good with using the internal mono speaker or whatever. I don't know. Anyway.
I think that would be something that would be really nice to reamp if you could get like your hands on something like that.
Yeah, actually,
and, like mic it.
Yeah, actually, well, fuck, I gave this tape to this guy, a DJ way back in the early 2000s, and I was hoping I could get it back from him, but he thinks he gave the tape back to me, and every time I talk to him about it, I'm like, no man, I gave you, the tape is this color, and he's like, no man, I gave that back to you. I'm like, oh fuck. It's a song from like my previous band, or what was supposed to be my previous band, and I didn't use the internal speaker. I had taken the output from the computer and plugged it into a 4-track Porta Studio. And then I recorded that, and I had no way of doing vocals. I didn't have a proper mic. So I had these old fucking headphones, and I sang through these fucking headphones. And the song was really fucking noisy, and the, you know, I wish he had that. I wish he would give that fucking tape back to me, because that is history. Like my very first song that I wrote, that I actually, you know, not for Twitch, but you know, I just well, maybe DJ Genocide X, Todd Hemming, you know, if you I gave you 2 tapes. I gave you my first Twitch release, and I also gave you this other thing in it. I think the song was called Queen of Mine, or No Queen of Mine, or Queen, I can't remember. And if you remember, please send me the tape, or let's meet up and go for coffee, and I would like to receive that tape back, because that's history and I don't have any more copies of it.
Yeah, give him this tape back.
Yeah.
If you could find those headphones, that would be cool.
Oh fuck, the headphones are long
gone.
Those headphones were like, I think they were my dad's. And they started fucking up, and he had them from when he was like, I think in his 20s or something. And then at some point in time we had roommates when I was a teenager, and this musician guy was living with us, and he fixed the headphones, and I used them up until I turned 20-something, 19 or 20, I can't remember. And then that's when I was like, hey, maybe I can use the headphones as a microphone, and it worked, and it sounded really fucking cool.
Sweet.
Anyway, so do you have any soft synths that you're into?
Oh, quite a few.
Yeah.
Fuck. I think mostly I just use like the 3x oscillator.
Oh, really? I knew you were gonna say that.
That's my favorite, but I really like Citrus. It's really powerful.
Oh, totally. That's FM synth. It's
FM, ring mod, and subtractive all in one. And like, you can use like the ring mod table in tandem with the FM table. Yeah. Which can make some fucked results.
Oh, yeah. I haven't actually gone deep into Citrus. Like, if I'm gonna be using soft synths, I typically find a sound I like and maybe tweak it and stuff. I try and use my synthesizer for most of it, but
yeah, if I had a hardware synth, I'd probably be a lot less dependent on soft synths.
Yeah.
But I've actually been trying to like relinquish my dependency.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Jack Dark. He made all these synths, like these.
Oh yeah, Jack
Darkware.
He wasn't he a part of Dark Sonus?
What? He's a what?
Oh, you don't.
I don't know what he did musically, but
no, Dark Sonus was a forum that was in the States somewhere, and I'm pretty sure he was a part of that forum, but I could be mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead. I know that his soft synths are...
They were amazing. Effects plugins. I used them religiously for a long time. Yeah. And then I had, like, they were pretty much, I would have a song with, like, 36 effects channels, and there would be at least one of his effects on every channel. Yeah. But I went through a hard drive wipe. Oh, I lost all my shit. Oh, no. So after that, I was like, well, there's, like, a couple... Well, I mean, I exaggerate when I say that his effects are on every channel. Yeah. But like that, and there's a plugin, a freeware plugin called Ephonic Lo-Fi that I use religiously. Okay. And it's fucking great. It's got a great bit crusher and downscaler. Cool. It's like a six panel all-in-one distortion. It's great for mangling shit. Okay. But I kind of just decided that I was gonna stop doing all the things that I was used to doing. Yeah. So
That's cool. You gotta challenge
now I
yourself, right?
kind of just fucking all over the place. I'll use fucking random shit I find on the internet. I'll use it like 3 times and never again. Just fuck with it and get what else when I get out of it. There's a lot. There's so many great soft synths out there.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Cool. So I asked this question to everybody. I'm curious what you think of the philosophy. It's not the gear you have, but how you use it. How do you feel about that? I'm not kidding.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
100%. All you need is a mean disposition.
Yeah.
A fuck you attitude.
Yeah.
That's it. You could have nothing but a garbage pail and a shitty life and make fucking great music.
That's true.
And you could have a $10,000
$10,000
fucking boutique synthesizer and you could not be able to do anything with
That
it.
is true as well. Yes. Do you prefer to stay in the studio or do you enjoy playing out live as well?
Both.
Cool.
Both.
Yeah.
I like playing all the time, everywhere.
Yeah.
Making annoying little beats with found objects.
Yeah, sweet.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. What are your plans for the future?
Death.
Yeah, death. Yeah. Well, that'll come eventually, man. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die eventually.
Hopefully sooner than later. No, I got an album that's pretty much in the works.
Cool.
I got songs. Although again, it's a shifting fucking scale. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of put it down for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't work on it for like a good year. And I thought I had like all the tracks in various stages of completion, and it would have been like, I think it would have worked out to be like a 28-minute album. So
okay.
like more than double.
Yeah,
like the
more than
last
double.
album.
Yay!
But it's like in all. There's only like 3 songs that I want on it now.
Oh, really?
So I've thrown a lot of them out the window.
Oh, really?
And the album that I wanted to write, like I had a sequence. A kind of sequence of things that I wanted to happen. Like my second album was supposed to be more abrasive and more heavy, but because I blew out my vocal cords playing those shows with Slava like almost 2 years ago for purity control.
Yeah.
I haven't been able. Well, not that I haven't been able to, but I've been more reluctant to
that makes sense.
do screamy fucking vocals.
Yeah.
So I've reversed the order of what I'd planned to do. Like, I wanted my third album originally to be the, like, all over the place, eclectic clusterfuck. My second album was supposed to be more of like a return to like minimalist kind of industrial, like my song, fucking I don't even remember.
Is that the single you just released?
No. Fuck. Anyways, it was gonna be more.
So obscure you don't even fucking know.
I just have so many songs. I could sing it for you, but I can't remember what title I slapped on it. But it was gonna be more. This album, I was hoping for it to be more like drum machines with screaming and guitar, like very few elements, like just very reductive synths.
Okay.
And it's like because I don't want to do as much screaming, I'm doing that one next, hopefully, if my vocal cords heal, and I'm doing the one that I plan to do after that one.
Lots of green, chamomile tea, and
honey.
rest.
I can't rest. Honey's a good anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
I guess. But anyways, it's a lot softer and a lot more organic.
Okay.
And synthetic. I'm drawing a lot from like Björk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
trying to make like a very
quirky,
not abrasive
pop
not
music.
Even quirky. I wouldn't say quirky and like not pop music. I always tried to do kind of pop. Like I want like some degree of accessibility to be in there, even though I kind of make like bizarre fucking bullshit, you know. But it's gonna be a lot less distortion. And then the next one is gonna be pretty much pure distortion.
Excellent.
If things go as planned, which usually they don't, and that's for the better.
Yeah. So, what is exciting to you right now in the goth industrial scene? Any music that's perking your interest or even upcoming live shows?
Well, I'm really excited to see Morrissey, even though I hate him.
Oh, yeah. Well, fucking everyone hates Morrissey.
Yeah, I've never met a Smiths fan that doesn't hate Morrissey.
Yeah.
Like, he's great. I love him, but I'd probably slap him in the face if I met him in person, you know?
Shut up.
Yeah, pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Fucking Terminus, Three Teeth. Cool to see them again.
Three Teeth are playing Terminus.
No, Rabbit Junk, not Three Teeth. Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah.
And fucking, there's a couple bands that'd be cool to see.
You going to Suicide Commando?
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I already have my ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
They have some good songs.
Yeah. I wasn't actually intending on going, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably go.
They're a good band. They were one of the first bands that got me into like EDM. It would be cool to see You in Hell and shit, but also like they're kind of like it's like all the same song, you know?
Yeah,
it's a good song, but it's all the same song.
Yeah, I think my hesitation is that, you know, typically his lyrics are fucking, you know, violent.
What's wrong with that? That's
they're talking about serial killers and shit. I'm just not into that. I don't like that idolization of those fuckers. But
I'm all about that shit.
I used to love the song Suicide. What was it called? Suicide. Love breeds suicide or something? Something like that?
No.
It's a good song. I like it. Yeah. Negative lyric content, but pretty good fucking song.
Negative lyric content.
That's what turned me on to them, so to be honest.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be a band to see.
I can't remember who else is playing that show, but
God
Module.
Sphere.
Avante-Sphere, God Module, and
God Module is pretty good. Seen them a couple of times, I think.
yeah. I've seen God Mod. I don't know how many times now, like 3 or 4 times. They're decent.
Yeah. And just like Suicide Commando, it's not like exactly up my alley, but they're good at what they do.
Yeah. So, any bands in the local scene exciting you?
Of course, like Melted Mirror, my bands.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a lot of good music around. Every time I go to a fucking local show, I'm very seldom disappointed.
Yeah.
I really liked Wallow.
What are you waiting for?
They were a good local band. Wallow?
Wallow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Put on a good show.
Oh, really? I've heard of them, but I haven't heard their music, so.
Sepia Tones, I'm really stoked about. They've only played like 3 shows over the span of like 5 years or something.
Oh, really?
They're
Oh,
really
wow.
Fucking good band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any last words?
Butt fuck. That's a good word.
Butt fuck.
Shit carcass.
Eat a bag of dicks.
One at a time.
No, come on.
Like choke on dick.
So what are your various sites and social media channels?
I have a Bandcamp, Disaster Blooms Bandcamp, Disaster Blooms SoundCloud, Disaster Blooms Facebook.
Do you know the addresses, the web addresses?
No. Whatever. It's
I'll include them in a link in the description of the video.
It's
anyway,
just
so.
whatever the standard link is.
Yeah.
It's Disaster Blooms.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll include the links anyway, so.
Sweet.
Cool. Well, there you have it. This is Industrial+Beers, or whatever your preferred beverage is. And this is Disaster Blooms, Jordan Gioplasty. See you in the next video.
Oh, fuck.